Okay, right here we created our terrain. Again, we can add a little bit more elements if we wanted, but I think this way we still keep it original shapes. We just add details, a little bit erosion on time, so it looks somewhat realistic. Okay, next I want to export these maps to use them in my different applications. And to properly export, we actually need to have a mesh output or object that we can import after in like Substance Paint to put it over. And of course, we want to export high field maps and some other output like normals and other effects. So of course, our main is primary outputs, what we're going to use. Let's go to click on output, and at this point we have a few of them. So we have a high output, and I want to just create one of these. Okay, we also want to be sure we have our mesh output. We'll put our mesh output here. And of course, we want to our bitmap output for the normal. But also in export the normal, we want to use it one of our normal. So we have it normal make right here, and this way we can connect all of this. So let's go ahead. We'll select first output and we'll go to normals, and on a map, if you preview, you can see there's our normal map that we have output. Okay, next we'll go our mesh output from same. Okay, again we can preview, and you can see triangle. This is our mesh output. Okay. And high field output, just to be sure we have it our normal output green. Okay, we also have this additional maps, flow, wear, and deposition. So we want to use those maps so we can use it as for the texturing inside. And to do this, we'll just go take, let's go to output, we'll go to our high output, and I'm just creating 1, 2, 3 more, and we'll just connect flow, wear, and deposition. But before output, we want to change now some properties inside. So let's go ahead. First, we look on our bitmap or our normal output. Okay, so let's go look on our normal. This is the set properly. We won't change anything here. Again, if you're using OpenGL or other ones, you maybe want to flip some of this, but when we work in Substance, this should work. Bitmap. Actually, I want to use a TFF 16-bit, so it's what we use as. And also, we want to specify output of our file. And I'm just going to open, and this is our normal. So I'll just call it normal. We'll go save here. Okay, let's click OK. Next, mesh output. So in mesh output, we want to change to simple mesh reduction. We can also increase whatever you have your resolution, and we'll target kit. The smaller it's, or the more it's kind of more angle, so it's have better details. I think this will work fine. Our coordinates, we want to keep it as Z is up for this one, X north. If you want to modify where Y is up, you can change it. But again, for exported substance, what we're going to use it, we'll use the export normalization. We also want to use multi-tile UV if you have it multi-tiles enabled, so you can click on this, and we'll use it just OBJ format. Okay, so we'll go same, and we're going to call mesh for now. Okay, let's go save this one. Let's go OK. Now we're going with a high field, so we'll same we open this one, and let's set our output as TFF 16. Let's specify file, and this is the high field. So this will be high field 1 TFF. Okay, let's go next. We'll go same, and this one actually, if you look, it's connecting to our flow map, so we want to be sure we specify this as 16. Let's go to set right here, and we set as a flow map. Okay, let's go save this one. Okay, and the next one is a wear map, so we'll go right there, same set. where map. Okay, another one, and then the position. So we'll set here. We'll go to the position map and save. Okay, so we have right now all of these elements is preset for us. Before actual render, what I want to do is going inside the world resolution, and I want to increase this to at least 2000 by 2000. So we'll have a little bit more details, 500 a little bit too low. And your project settings, it will be based on what version of the world machine you have it. So currently I'm running Pro version, which allowed me to render at the same time multiple threads and also higher resolution. And you can, of course, going very high, you can select your elements. Width and height, if you notice right here, we actually have it at 19. And let's go right here, 19. So we have it 19 by 19. It's what was our original resolution. And this is our per pixel. Okay, let's go ahead, click OK. Next, we'll go output. And before export, if we click, it says, hey, I want to rebuild it. Yeah, so let's build our map. Again, based on the speed of your computer and processing, it could be take a little bit time. Or like right here was very fast, so we created and exported all those elements. Let's right now just open in Photoshop and just check the maps what we have. Okay, so in Photoshop, and we have it. This is our high field map. Actually, this is, I think it's a little bit, yep. So that one is high field. We have it our flow map, which is creating. We have it our where map. So let me click on this one. This is our where map. You can see just small, so we can apply that one. Our position map. And of course, our normal. It does affect a little bit because I think we have an image mode and we actually going grayscale. So let's go switch to RGB mode. And right here, there is our normal. So again, our normals, position, where, flow, and of course, definitely flow will be very nice to use for the positioning, and our high field map. And of course, we'll have it our mesh object that we're going to use inside to mapping properly. I think we're almost ready right now to go straight forward. And let's go ahead, open Substance Painter. I'm going to use just to put it over some our coloring, our texturing we'll do inside the application.